All right, let's talk about our phones. They're just jam-packed with apps, right? We've got apps to track our steps, apps to help us meditate, apps to organize every minute of our day. But here's the big question. With all these tools, are we actually feeling any more balanced? Today, we're gonna look at a totally new way to think about how all the different pieces of our lives are supposed to fit together. So let me just ask you this, do your apps talk to each other? Does your meditation app have any clue why you're feeling stressed? Does your fitness tracker know the difference between a heart that's racing because you're anxious versus one that's racing because you're excited? For pretty much all of us, the answer is a big fat no. All our tools are working in their own little bubbles. And right there, that's the heart of the issue. You just can't build a complete picture of your life with a bunch of disconnected pieces. Real, true balance, that comes from seeing the whole story, not just one chapter at a time. Okay, so let's dig into this a little more. Section 1, the problem with fragments. We're going to see why the tools we use today, even the ones we love, just aren't built to give us that big picture we're looking for. Think about the landscape. You've got your wellness apps like Calm or Headspace. They're awesome for taking a minute to breathe, but they have no idea if your stress is coming from work or maybe a fight you had. Then there are wearables, your Fitbit, your Oura Ring. They give us all this amazing data, right? Sleep quality, heart rate, but they can't tell us why our heart is pounding at 3 a.m. And our productivity tools, who doesn't love a good to-do list? They help us get things done for sure, but they have zero clue if any of that work actually makes us feel fulfilled. Each one is a silo. And if we map it out like this, it becomes crystal clear. Look at the scope. It's super narrow. Mindfulness, physical metrics, task management. The data you get is either just generic content or numbers without any real context. And the outcome they're aiming for? Relaxation, fitness, productivity. Now, don't get me wrong, those are all great things, but they are not the same thing as actual holistic balance. Each tool is just solving for one little piece of a much, much bigger puzzle. So you might be thinking, what's the alternative? What if there was a better way to think about all this? A framework that was actually designed to connect the dots instead of creating more of them? Well, that's where this idea of total life balance comes in. So what is total life balance? At its core, it's not about trying to be perfect in one little area. It's a way of seeing how everything is connected. It's about building a solid foundation for your well-being by understanding how your job affects your health or how your relationships impact your personal growth. You see, it's that complete 360-degree view that we've been missing. This new framework is built on 4 key pillars that are totally interconnected. You've got work, which is more than a job, it's your purpose. You've got health, both physical and mental. Then there's relationships, which is all about the time and energy you give to other people. And finally, inner growth, learning, reflecting, finding meaning. And the goal here isn't to have them all be perfectly equal all the time. No way. The goal is harmony. It's about alignment. Okay, a framework is one thing, but how do you actually use it in real life? This is where Mizan comes into the picture. It's presented as the first tool that's actually built from the ground up for this new category of total life balance. And here's the absolute game changer. Other apps track what you're doing. Mizan adds the missing piece of the puzzle, how you feel about what you're doing. Think about it. Your mood isn't just random. It's a signal. It's a guide telling you what's working and what's not. So when you use your mood as a compass and your time as a map, well, that's when you can finally connect the dots between your actions and your actual well-being. And the whole process is really simple, but incredibly powerful. First, you just see where your time is actually going across those 4 pillars we talked about. Then, and this is the magic step, you connect how you spend your time to your mood and your energy levels. From there, you start to see these hidden patterns emerge. And that's what empowers you to make these small, smart changes before a little imbalance turns into total burnout. And honestly, this really gets to the core of it. This whole idea is not about giving you another dashboard loaded with data that just overwhelms you. We have enough of that. Most apps just give you more stuff to consume. This is different. This is about interpreting your own life back to you. It's designed to give you clarity, not just more information. So let's zoom out, the big picture. Why does any of this matter so much, especially right now? Well, it's because the old way of thinking about balance just isn't cutting it anymore. We've all been chasing work-life balance, but it basically reduces your entire existence to just 2 things that are constantly fighting each other. Total life balance gets that we're way more complicated than that. It recognizes the 4 pillars. You could be killing it at work, but be totally burned out, right? Or you could be in great shape physically, but feel completely alone. This new model isn't about a trade-off. It's about finding harmony across the whole shebang. And in the end, this is way bigger than just another app. It's really about our place in the age of AI. I mean, think about it. In a world where AI can optimize almost any process, what's our real advantage? It's human clarity, it's self-awareness. And AI can tell you the most efficient way to do a task, but only you can decide if that task is even worth doing. And that takes knowing yourself. That takes balance. So I'll just leave you with this one question. In a world that is literally drowning in data, in metrics, and notifications, what is the real value of your own personal clarity?